Hello, everybody! Welcome to another, I almost said Toon Kind FPS. That's technically true, but not really. Welcome to another Scarlet Tavern FPS. I haven't been here for a while. Hello, my name is Staria, and, would my wonderful, lovely partner in this FPS today like to introduce themselves? Lizz! Introduce thyself! Oh no.
I forgot I was on push to talk. I shouldn't have been
Oh
on that. I'm
no!
so good at this. Hi everybody. My name's Liz.
We're doing
I'm here.
great.
We're doing amazing. I was like, I'm gonna take a walk today. I'm gonna clear my brain. I'm gonna be so prepared for this. Forget how technology works. Anyway, um, I'm
we're keep
here.
we're keeping that in.
Yeah, we are definitely keeping that in. But I am very excited for this. This is part of Lore Week. We are technically the second session, and we are now going to throw our funny little tavern characters at each other.
Yeah, I realized I forgot to introduce my character. I'm playing Poppet, the itty bitty little guy who he just wants to have fun. She has no idea what's happening most of the time.
It's okay. We'll figure it out together. I am playing Sho'Bizz, relative newcomer to the tavern, and she is adjusting, but nothing weird has happened yet, and it's all nicey. And I'm excited for her to see what happens today. Uh, Staria, do you want to take the lead on the events that are going down?
Yep. So I think what's happening is that it's currently pretty late. It's like probably middle of the night, sort of. Um, maybe midnight, maybe a little later. But point is, Poppet can't sleep, so she's instead, wandering around, trying to find something interesting. And, well, she stumbles upon a little door, that she has not seen before. And, well, she's a curious little bugger, so she goes in.
Books,
Yeah, it's
cushions,
it's
cozy.
cozy. It's very cozy, yeah. And well, how does Sho'Bizz find this tiny little place?
I feel like she would like see it. Is it okay if she comes in like a little bit after Poppet?
Yeah,
Yeah, because she probably sees the light coming from the now like opened the door. It probably was like
yeah.
very
Poppet probably
yeah.
forgot to close the door after her. That's very in character for her.
So at at midnight, like near like the bar is closed hours probably, and there's not many people here. Show is probably going back to her room, like kind of exhausted, and just like gets caught by curiosity, just seeing a beam of light appear from a place that she'd never seen before.
Yeah, and it's not just any beam of light. It's like it's small. What the fuck
Yeah,
makes kind of this small of a beam of light at this hour?
yeah. So she just can't help but peek her head in, and then like is mesmerized by the space and yes, what's Puppet just like standing there looking around probably too, right?
Poppet is drowning in pillows.
Oh my god. Like
Poppet has immediately went to the pillow pile and is
mhm.
well, she kind of sunk in and she's having a little bit of trouble getting out. You know how there's like these like foam pits where it's like it's really hard to get out of once you're inside.
Yeah. You just like keep falling over and you don't know if you're standing on the floor, you're standing on a foam like cube or like ball or whatever.
Yeah, it's like that a little.
Oh my god, no. Show is like, up. You, you, hello? Are you okay?
Hi! I can't get out!
Oh shit. Okay. And she like walks in and like just grabs grabs Poppet if possible.
Yeah,
And she's like hunched over in this space because it probably has like let's I don't know how big this is.
the ceiling is probably higher than the door is, so I'd say like around 3 foot maybe. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's big enough for the itty bitties, but not for anyone that's not itty bitty.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So yeah, this puppet, this like real kind puppet is like bouncing over and is trying to like hoist you out. It's like, it's puppet light. Is a check needed?
I think it'll be funny to see the check if you manage to get Poppet out, or
Uh-huh.
if you get dragged in. Make me
The
a strength
magneto
check.
check. Okay, let's go. Let's go. My wonderful it's roll, which is Alvarez in here. Go my -1. That is a unnatural one.
Great start! Oh my god. Oh, we have the same strength mod.
Can't carry nothing. It's
we're
gone.
we're too
Submerged.
Yep, we're too itty bitty for this. Yeah. You try and pick up this floundering little puppet. Also, a funny thing. Both of them are real kind, I guess. Puppet
Yippee.
is a doll.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. You try and haul her out, but you accidentally step on a pillow and kind of slip in. Um, well, the good news is that the pillow void is pretty comfy.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is that you're also trapped here.
Yeah, that's not great. Um, I I should have seen this coming, but I was waiting to roll the dice metaphorically. Hi, I'm Sho, and I did not mean to fall in here. I am so sorry.
Well, I found this place just a few she kind of thinks because what is the passage of time? Few
Hmm.
minutes ago, I think. Welcome. I guess we live here now.
I guess so. I don't want to. I'm sure we can like, and she like starts moving some pillows, and there's just more pillows.
Yeah, the pillow pile is infinite.
Hmm. Just keep just moving and moving and moving more pillows, and I can it's gonna take a while, I think, maybe, but
Oh,
I
I didn't say my name. I'm Poppet. Hi.
oh, nice to meet you, Poppet. And shakes hand and like gives a little Muppet smile. Um, uh, just recently, how you lived here, or are you
Nope.
just no?
Nope. I couldn't sleep, so I went around one. So I was hoping to find something interesting. And I found something interesting.
That is true. This is interesting. I did not see this when I first arrived here.
I
And I
never
feel
saw
like I
this
would have.
place.
Yeah.
I never saw this place before. It's so fun.
Yeah, it's got like a play a toy playhouse kind of feeling to it.
It's
Like
got
it feels like a birthday cakes.
it got read it.
Yeah, I feel that. I do feel that. Um
Everyone is so much big. Everything is so much bigger than us.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of find it easier in Inkwell because it's like toony, so sometimes the books aren't heavy, but sometimes they're very heavy because they like the comedy of the place. But like, yeah, when it's a real kind book, it's a challenge. It's a challenge sometimes.
Oh, um, what's tune kind, real kind? Um,
Pauses. She pauses. So, uh, in around this place that we're in Inkwell, and she like looks to see if that registers with Poppet.
nope.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're currently standing in a big place called Inkwell. It's full of houses and other people.
Oh,
And a lot of them look like this, and she points to a pillow, and she like does like the little dot outline around the liner of the pillow, because I'm assuming this room is like Toon in like a Toon kind
probably.
style.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh,
Um.
oh, like ready.
Yes. Uh. Probably. If the person has like these around them, then they're usually a Toon. Sometimes it looks a little different, but if you can
He
see
has like
me.
squigglies,
Yeah,
squigglies,
yeah,
and yeah.
yeah. But if you look at us, and she like tries to like pull up her sleeves and like moves her hands around, and it's live action, it's actual like video footage movement to replicate in real life. She doesn't
Yeah.
say that. That's me explain what she's trying to show to Poppet, and she's like doing it with her arm and trying to show Poppet's own arm, which is of a what kind of material is it actually? What kind of doll is it? Porcelain? Is it wooden?
Um, you think it's some weird in between of porcelain and plastic, but you're not actually sure what material it is.
Okay, she keeps that in mind, but she's like, no, we're of a of a specific material, um, and the way that we move and the way that we look and the way that stuff affects us is referred to as real.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I see.
yeah, and that means sometimes things that happen to us is different if the thing is real compared to if the thing is Toon, because Toon likes to be bouncy sometimes, and she like slaps the liner of the pillow and it like wobbles in response. So,
Oh.
it does things that we don't sometimes. And that's just the differences that happen in the world. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get it. And speaking of
Yeah.
materials,
Hmm.
you can see that Poppet's hair is not actually really hair. It's like a massive fabric. It's like it's very soft and you think it'll be very nice to touch, but it's not
Hmm.
actually hair. It's like uh sewn fabric, like in plushies.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like the shape
Yeah.
of the silhouette of hair, but not actually the strands.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah. How long have you been around here? How long have you seen this place of line art and stuff of squigglies?
Um. 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 Well, I think I woke up in this tavern. Um. I haven't really gone outside of it. I don't know what to do there.
She says that show begins to say something, but um I'm going to say you can roll insight, and You can decide if it's at disadvantage or not.
Gonna roll insight.
No, I'm asking you. You can roll insight on Show's
Uh,
expression,
yeah, sure.
and you can roll the at disadvantage if you want her to not detect or have less of a chance to detect what I'm going to tell you. The player is panic.
Well, you don't need the disadvantage. She
She,
she doesn't really register the panic. It just like
yeah,
tilts her.
you can sense that she's not as smiley as before, but being less smiley doesn't mean you're not happy.
Yeah,
See, maybe she got tired of smiling.
Poppet just kind of tilts her head to the side like a little dog.
Yeah. Um, well, it depends on what you want to do. Do you know what you like to do?
um, she thinks. She thinks for a little bit too long.
Uh-huh.
I like helping.
Okay. Like people?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Sometimes there are things where you can help people, but also the thing that you're helping them with can also make you happy. Like if you're helping a person fix this, like a pillow or materials, sometimes you will like helping the person because you're helping the person, but sometimes you would like helping a person and also the way that the material feels and the way that you put it back together makes you feel happy as well. And so when you come across new things in the world, sometimes you go and seek that out. So you can do more of the things that you like to do and do good.
You could tell the like she's trying to follow along, but the little gears in her little head are not very good at it.
Um, hmm. Trying to think. Cause there is a lot of things. She says it's kind of regretting the train of what she's begun, but she's got to end it. There is a lot of things in the world, and that is okay. And sometimes, uh, you learn things about yourself, and uh, you know, I think we should leave this. Have you read books? You said you read books. You said you read books bigger than you. What kind of books do you like? Did you read?
Um, stories. I like reading stories and all kind of stuff.
Okay, stories are great. There's a lot of different kinds of stories in the world. Um, like you said, there's like really small books in here. If we can get out the pillows, maybe we can check out and see if they have different kinds of stories or different kind of books in here.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna try get out.
Yeah,
Roll me acrobatics, I guess.
yeah. I guess it's just less about like if we get out and more so how
How
long it
long it
takes
takes
for us to
us?
yeah.
Oh, 17,
Uh,
pretty good.
nice. And then I've got a +1 to this. And hey, you're definitely doing better than me.
I think Poppet managed to find like a more solid pillow to get proper leverage off of.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
Sorry, show, you're still floundering a little.
I like to. Well, no, that's an A. She's yeah, just throwing pillows in circles and just you just see her tail like popping up above the surface of the pillows, but she's not actually getting out anytime soon.
Puppet just kind of like sits down near the pillow pile and just waits patiently.
And this way. No. And this way. No. Oh, I'm. Okay. I'm going, and then she casts his mage hand, and she's using mage hand to also help her throw pillows up and over the the pile. Uh, this way, this way. Um,
Do you need
what else?
help?
Did you get out? I thought you were there. I what? Yeah, I need help. I
You what? Get the help action. Roll me with
yeah,
advantage.
best narrativation of help action. +1. Yeah, and that's a 17. You got it with that. Show gets out with that. She probably follows the sound of your voice. And what else does Poppet do?
I think Puppet also tries to like push pillows like to the side to make like a path.
Hmm. You see like a magic, like orange, like glowy hand that's like way bigger than Show's, and it's like humanoid. It looks like a human's hand, and it does like a little shots, like uh, goes up expression, and then does a little wave, and then dives back down into the pillows.
I think if the hand gets close enough to Puppet, she will try and high five it.
Yeah, she'll accept the high five. Yeah, a little sparkly high five, and then the hand disappears back down. And then Show emerges with the mage hand sort of like pulling her by the shirt collar, like scarfing her.
The fucking in the fucking what's it called, the fucking me maker, when you like you take the bees around and drag them.
A little rattling noise, just a
Yeah, oh my god.
yeah. She's doing that, and then there's a place directly on the side next to Poppet. Right, that was a time. Hi. Books. Right, we're gonna look at the looking for storybooks. Yes. Okay.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Um, uh, I'm sure this weird library has a lot of funny books. What vibe? We're given no direction on what books are
Nope,
inside of this place. So
not at
now
all.
this is our domain.
This
If
is
there
our
was supposed to
burden.
be if there was supposed to be anything else in this book, I don't know, man. In this place, I don't know, man. We're making it up now.
Yep. So funny thing about that. y- I guess Show begins to like start looking for anything. Um, you realize Poppet has just plucked out the nearest book and is starting to read it.
Just immediately.
And you're starting to realize that maybe saying but she said she liked storybooks is because she doesn't know um if she doesn't know about nonfiction. So
Yeah.
anything is a storybook for her.
Yeah, you're getting information. How is that cookbook doing? Just reading recipes.
Yeah, yeah. Just like you know how like the recipes book have a like a long and winding story sometimes, just like
Yeah.
before the recipe.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Um,
She's a little
trying.
silly.
Show looked and say, okay, yeah. What could tell you about what's a good introduction? And Show is looking for like an encyclopedia. Like you know the just like general world ones. I I'm gonna be real. I don't know how common that is in Inkwell.
Lamau. Well, I can try and turn this towards lore if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, as you're looking, you find a book about stars.
Okay.
It's it's a combination of both like facts about stars and also like a collection of like little stories.
Okay. Yeah, I think just like thumbing through the book is that combination of facts and stories that like gets show to like consider that of like, okay, this is a difference between a story and then nonfiction. And she probably also picks up a book about animals,
Mhm.
of like their different environments, and then um stuff about like it's very beginner books, which I say is like get books intended for adults, but she doesn't want to give like a blank for dummies to Poppet. She wants to get something that can aid somebody very visually as well as with its words contents.
Mhm.
So she probably gets something about like different careers, like things people do in like towns, like a plumber or like a carpenter or like a shopkeeper. And so she puts like those down, but the star one is like the first one to like in front of Poppet. And she's like, okay, I when I was talking about the different ways that you can help people and all the different things that are outside of this one tavern, I thought these books would be fun to look at and like read through.
Oh, and she kind of looks at the ball and then kind of fixates on the star book,
Mm.
kind of pulls it towards her.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that one has some stories in there. It also has some stuff about stars, and you can see things about the outside and stuff in nature and in the world.
Yeah, and one of the stories. Well, actually, do you read with Poppet?
Mostly like ghosting over her shoulder. Like, I don't think she's reading along. She's not definitely not reading out loud. She doesn't want to patronize Poppet, but is standing by looking at genuinely the book just in case Poppet has like questions about anything, so then she can look at the page closer and
Mm-hmm.
see what the context is and discuss it afterwards.
Yeah. So one of the stories um is more fairy tale like than the others. It's about a girl who was very lonely, whose tears became stars to not to aid her in her loneliness.
Mm,
And as the story goes, it goes about how she feels, what she does, and but at some point it just ends. It doesn't really have a conclusion. It just stops.
mm. Show is going to turn her head and look at the book. Is there like torn pages?
It's it's like the very paint of it is just like smudged, like someone is like wiped, like it's been sort of like wiped away.
I see.
And would you like to roll an insight on Poppet?
I would love to. Um, I think that is appropriate because she's definitely reading Poppet's general emotions just to see her reaction to uh just the contents they're reading and stuff. That's the 17.
Pretty good, yeah. So uh, up until now, like Poppet has been very lively and very energetic, even without having proper expressions. But as she reads this, you realize she got very still and
Mm.
like fixated on the last page where the story is no longer legible.
Okay. Okay. Um, Show is gently going to sort of like almost she's like on her knees sitting next to Poppet and like lowers herself very gently and she goes, "Hey, you okay?
I had a dream about this.
Okay. Okay, you had a dream about this story. Something like this.
I met
Um,
this person.
okay. Okay, you met this person.
I
The lady who cried, the stars.
I think
Okay. Um, Show is going would like to recall if this figure is anybody who appears in like history. Like, is this a known figure? Is the story retold? Does it remind her of anything else that she might know?
it is not.
Okay, just completely blank on that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, sorry, it's making me think about Show's arsenal and anything that she would want to try in order to help um sort of ground uh Poppet and help them pass their thoughts. Uh,
If
um, I are you having trouble remembering the uh remembering your dream?
I don't know
Hmm.
if if a star dies and nobody was there to see its light, did it ever really exist?
There's that reminds me of another saying, and in my opinion, I think it did exist. And it's sad when things have to go, but their presence is nothing that disappears from the world, even if they think no one is watching.
I see.
Because the thing existed and knew it existed.
I wonder where she is then.
Well,
If she still exists.
somewhere I think. You said that you remember her in a way, so it exists in your memory, and it now exists in mine a little bit because you told me that.
I wonder. I wonder if she wants to be seen.
Hmm. It depends, but I am not her, so I wouldn't know. Hmm. I am going to do a cheeky spell casting.
Alright, give it to me.
She is just going to cast. Well, so what Poppet sees is Show reaches into her back pocket, like her literal physical back pocket on her clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but with movie magic, it makes it look like she is able to utilize this blue cord, this blue string, and she starts wrapping it around her individual digits and starts making a cat's cradle. Um, and then she kind of orientates it so it almost makes like this diamond shape, and she like holds it up to her eyes as she casts detect magic. And she's
Okay.
going to look through that sort of viewport at Poppet and specifically wants to see if there is some sort of like enchantment magic on her, which is the stuff like calm emotions, charm person, anything that can manipulate and stop information going onto this person. I will specifically give you the spell right up if there's any sort of things that will negate the spell or would not show up. But one of the things that it can do is learn what the school of magic is if it is affecting an object or person.
Okay. Um, well, first of all, there is no magic that is affecting her per se,
Mm-hmm.
but there is something odd when a creature is made of magic. You usually see it concentrate it like spread all across their being, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not the case with Poppet. It's all sort of concentrated in at the spot where her eye is. It's like this this wisp of concentrated magic.
Mm. Okay. And should I roll to like Arcana to see if Show knows any other instances of magic being localized, and what does that mean about the way it's affecting said objects, or is this another case where it's just nothing?
It's nothing. It's lore.
Yeah, it's not. It's got it. Cool. Yeah, interesting. Um, and the book itself, does that have any magic on it? Just now she has the spell up, and she's going to use it to see if anything else is in the
Um,
room.
no, the book does not have any magic on it.
Okay, okay. Uh, yeah. And then Show looks to the side and then just undoes the cradle and turns it back, re-spools it onto her yarn, and then puts it back on in her back pocket.
I want to keep this book. Maybe I could. Maybe next time when I see her, I can tell her about it.
It's nice. Yeah. Maybe you can write a letter about it. And so if you only see her briefly, you can give her the letter and she can read it in her own time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where she might be, or is she, or do you not know?
No, I don't. She might be in space
Okay. Yeah.
because she's a star, right? I
Mm.
think.
Mm-hmm. Like the story.
Yeah.
Huh. Show looks at the bookshelf and is like looking around. Um, and she is gonna pull down a book of backyard science. And she's going to show the experiment of making a pop rocket. Like you know how you have the bottle rocket
Oh my
of like
god.
sometimes you pump it with air, sometimes you put like soda in it,
Oh my god. That's
and
so
then
cute.
yeah, and then she's gonna try and find another piece of paper, and she says, well, if she's in space and you want to send a message, space is very far. That's a thing about how people think about space. It's very high up in the sky. So instead of people going up to space, sometimes you send things to space.
Um,
And so if we can send a letter to space, she could receive it and you could put your name on it and say it's from you and she'll know that you gave her that message. So
oh,
we can make something like this and then tie the letter to it and then we send the rocket into space. Right? My session is paused. I'm good at this.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Give me a second to unpause my recording. Um, all right, can you speak for me quickly?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Got it. Okay, it's all good.
Coolio.
We. Right. Yeah. So Poppet has a book of a soda rocket,
Oh my
and
god.
Show is telling her that yes, this is 100% a way to send it to space.
Oh my god. This will only end well.
Of course. I mean, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like a fucking game. But anyway, um, I'm sure there's other ways to send stuff to space. There's stuff like this. There's stuff more magical. And there's stuff in between. And we can figure out several ways to try and contact this star lady.
Okay. I I want to reach her.
Hmm.
I think I feel like she needs my help.
Oh, what kind of help?
I don't know. She's
Hmm.
very sad.
Hmm. Something that'll make her happy. No, maybe we can ask what kind of help she needs and see if she sends a message down.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's no way to know until we try.
Mhm. Mhm. I love how there is zero hesitation from show. Just like, yep, this is definitely a real person.
No, yeah, this is a. What am I going to do? Lie to them and say like I don't think they're real? Come on, this is one of my only characters that have like a good alignment. She's not gonna be like I don't think that's real. She's gonna be like, okay, wait, hold on, let's hear the story. Let's hear everything. We live in a magic world of possibility. I have a god I believe in. I'm gonna roll with this.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm just laughing in little crumbs of lore.
And we just get this little scatter it around. I'm hoovering up, but yeah, Show is very much a person who does not want to leave this person distressed, but also wants to, if she could help, she wants to, and the best way to help is to get more information about stuff. Um,
Yeah, but what if what if she doesn't want the help?
well, getting the answer for no is not a bad thing. It could make us sad, but at least we asked. And maybe we get something a little bit more complicated than no. Maybe she asks, or maybe she says, I don't think you can help, but explains the situation anyway. And maybe we can say, yes, we can help, because I know how to do this, or I know somebody who could do that. And if we continue talking back and forth, maybe we get a greater understanding.
I see. Okay, I get it.
Mm,
Well, next time I'll dream, I'll talk to her.
yeah. And it's okay if it doesn't work the first time. It may work another time when you fall asleep again. Or, like we were saying, that maybe there's a different way that we can talk to her. Because sometimes people don't talk because they have something else on their mind. But sometimes they don't say anything and we think they're not listening, but um, they can't hear. Like they literally can't hear. Something is blocking the way that they can sense information. So we just have to do it another way. If you cover your ears, you still have your eyes, so you can read, you know?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if our ears are covered, we show her what we want to say.
This is very sweet.
Me unlocking Sesame Street mode on show. Go, my puppets.
Go, my scarab.
Go, my scatter. um,
It's very
if
good.
you, yeah. Show says if you want to uh talk about any more dreams you want with me. If you want, you don't have to. I am very much willing to help and tell you things that you might want to know if you have any questions you want to ask. My room is somewhere. Uh, I don't know if I don't think the tavern has like door numbers. I'm not going to lie.
Fucking woman.
So, okay, I am going to draw a little symbol. Um, and she is going to draw an orange circle with a leaf coming out of it. Because
Poppet.
I am p- p- predictable, and Show basically drew an orange, like a
Lama.
very simplified like depiction of an orange. Um, and that will be on one of the doors, and that door will be mine. So you can knock, and I will answer if I'm there. I might not be. Sometimes I'm outside. Uh, um, if okay, if the orange is not on the door, I'm not there. If the orange is on the door, I'm there. That's how we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if you want to find me, I'm I'm usually on the on the rafters, and or just follow the jingling, and you notice that she does in fact have a bell attached to one of her horns.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing. Um,
Yeah,
if Show had a drink, she would have spit take at the fact that you said that you are in the rafters.
yeah. Out of character.
Mhm.
Story has given it to Poppet, so well, so Story would know to avoid Poppet, but
Wow. What? Okay, the bells just like turn around.
yeah, which has in turn given them a free response to bells, but whatever.
That's sorry, that's Story's problem. I don't I know it's bad if you have a genuine like fear of puppets, but come on, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Story kind of fucked themselves up because they're the one who also suggested that Poppet will go to the rafters.
Don't. And now they'll never go to the rafters. There's gonna be a little doll cryptid in the rafters now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great.
Because Story was the first person Poppet knows. She thinks Story's a friend.
Yeah, of course. I mean, to be fair, Story was like, I'm afraid of this thing. I feel like there's ways that you can navigate around being afraid of a thing that is ultimately harmless. But, guys, I don't know. I think in lieu of that information, Show goes, do you like it in the rafters?
Yeah, I have a collection of what's it what it bottle caps.
You like collecting bottle caps?
Yeah, they're all
That's nice.
shiny and pretty, and Miss Tavern Keeper doesn't mind me taking them as long
Okay.
as they're from bottles that are actually empty.
Okay.
You
Well,
can
that
tell
seems
that there
fair.
that there has been an experience.
It's history. Yeah. Um, maybe you can ask Miss Tavern Keeper if first of all, I'm in there myself. Do you like this room compared to the rafters?
It's nice, but in the rafters I can go places very fast. I can go, and I can go see my friends very fast. And by
That's
that she
fair.
means drop in on her friends,
Yeah, just like
literally.
dive bomb.
Yep.
That's really good.
You can tell you get the feeling that this tiny creature has accidentally become a cryptid, and there is no changing this.
Yeah, no, no, it's perfect, and this creature deserves it. No, that's fair if you like it. I'm just worried that falling from the rafters can sometimes hurt a lot, and um if you compare that place to this place and one day change your mind and you want to stay here more often. Doesn't mean you can't go to the rafters, but that's probably more of a place to, she says this hesitantly, play. Um, but you could maybe like sleep here with the cushions and stuff and have all the books that you can read. It's up to
Uh,
you. But you can maybe ask Miss Tavern Keeper if you could stay here.
Maybe. I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, there's no harm in asking.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you want to do some more reading or do you want to leave it for today?
I think this is a pretty nice place to end it.
It's very neat. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of the potential content warning did not happen, but I was expecting that because that comes later. That comes late.
Okay.
That comes later.
The foreboding content warning of unreality across the horizon. It's fine. We're gonna just shoot bottle rockets up to space.
Yep. Don't worry about it. It's
That'll be
fine.
fine.
Nothing else is going to intercept that.
Of course. No. No, it's going to be perfectly fine. Um, yeah. I think Show says, okay, I am going to head to my room and go to sleep because I am so very sleepy. But it was very nice meeting you, Puppet. Um,
Yeah.
I, I think I will be in the tavern tomorrow when the sun starts going down. Um, so we can talk more then, if that sounds nice.
Yeah. 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 Are
All
we
right.
friends now?
Yeah, we're friends.
Yay!
It was very nice meeting you. And Show gives a puppet a very polite handshake, like she just with a soft puppet hand.
Incredible.
I will go now. Have a good evening, puppet.
Bye.
Bye. And she leaves you to leave when you want to, and uh like it's very funny to me because I think this entire FPS, it's very rare that you see this, but Show's entire puppet is like in frame because of the size of the room and the size of puppet. So
Yeah.
she's just like crouched, this not like sometimes crouched, sometimes standing, sitting. But as soon as she goes outside and walks to her room, the camera just bounces back up and she's like bobbing along at like a median creature's eye level, which is strange, but that she could just do that.
That's very funny. I love that. But yeah, Poppet will stay a while. Eventually she will fall asleep in the little room. And yeah, who knows what dreams you might be having.
Who could say?
But yeah, thank you so much for doing this with me. This was a blast.
It was so sweet. I'm biting at the lore, which is the point of lore week, but I am genuinely
Yippee!
biting and I want to investigate. You see me using all my fucking spells. We're like, okay, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, don't
um,
worry about it.
yeah, that is the one thing that you must do in this tavern is simply not worry about anything.
Yep, there is no lore in the Scarlet Owl Tavern.
True, true. Oh man,
There is no lore.
none. But that will do it for this FPS. It's been a
Yippee!
blast. And but
It
for
has
now we must
indeed.
skedaddle.
Yep. So we will see you all the next time. We're in the next day of lore week.
Yeesh. Farewell.
Bye
Bye.
bye.